Well, I guess this is going to be the third one. This is more of a get ready with me. I'm just getting ready to pick up my daughter at 3. And I figured instead of being a PJ mama today, I'd be a dress at least halfway decent mama. So, guess we'll just chat and whatnot. So my oldest daughter, I should say, came to me a while ago and she's like, "Can you do a reading for me?" And I'm like, "Yes, I can." I said, "What kind of reading do you want done?" She's like, "What kind do you do?" And it's like, "I do tarot and I do pendulum." And she's like, "I guess a clarification reading." And I'm like, "Okay, what's the question?" And it was basically about school and whatnot. So I've got to find my sit here. I gotta find my pendulum board and my pendulum. I don't know what my daughter did with it. My youngest daughter did with it because she has a thing of using that, and she don't put it back where it belongs. So I'm just getting the knots out of my hair. Hair's supposed to be clean. I cleaned it last night. So tangled. And it's like, no matter what kind of shampoo I do, I have a thing of not, oh hell no, I look like Medusa right now. Ouch. Ouch. My hair still feels oily to me. So, oh, you can hear it just ripping my hair out. So, I'm just going to put up my hair in a ponytail. I got told a couple of days ago that if I would dress up nice and do my makeup and all of that kind of stuff, I could catch a beau. Like I really want a beau. Like I really want a boyfriend. No. But I don't know what that's gonna have to do. So that's basically what I'm doing now. So I'm gonna do that later on today. And along with a couple of other things, I just added, I had done a love spell last year for Valentine's, and put that back on my altar. Look at that dust. So, and then so that's back on there. I'm not putting any foundation on today, just a little bit of eyeshadow and some mascara and lipstick. And that's about it. I don't really go all out with makeup. I don't have the time of day to do the bronzing, to do the highlighting, to do the pasting, whatever you call it. It just don't work for me. So this is just basically what I do. And the dude was so funny. It cracked me up. I was talking up profoundly about my bosom, and here he has a girlfriend, and I'm like, dude, you need to, you know what, you need to worry about your girlfriend and not me, because I'm not that type. You got a girlfriend, stick to her. So it just went on and on and on and on. It's like diary of the mouth. I was like, really, dude? Appreciate the lift and everything because it was cold, but I don't need a lecture on how to get a man. If I wanted a man, I would get me one, but Jumas does not have many good guys here. And I want the perfect guy for my daughter. I don't want to go through men like some of my friends go through men. It's ridiculously not cool. And then, you know, and it's just not women that do it too. My ex-husband goes through women like crazy. So I don't need a man to tell me I'm beautiful or not. I know I am. Don't believe me? Look at pictures of my daughters. They look just like me. Although my oldest will tell you that her sister looks like her. I'm like, oh, I wonder why. That should tell you something. Next weekend, I'm going to be vacuuming my house and getting out all the trash. And doing laundry and doing dishes and vacuuming and have it pretty well cleaned. And that is my basic. I still have not figured out where my lovely youngest put my my pendulum at. She has a thing of hiding it, and then it disappears for a long while, along with my stones and stuff. And that goes also with my niece Chloe. She likes to mess with things that are not supposed to be hers. What did I do with that other? I got another one. Things that don't belong to her. So, what did I do with it? Hold on. Oh, there went that. I had one more freaking Lucky Mild, but somehow decided it was going to disappear on me. So, this is an ugh moment. How in the world could it just disappear when it was just over here just a second ago? Managed to get to two of them, and now my second one. Stupid fly has took a hiatus. There it is. Okay. So, try this way. So the thing is, trying to find that and get that done for her. If not, I'll just do a simple reading with Vic Tarot. Look up a yes/no thing on the internet and do it that way. Found a picture for her from last year, and I'm going to give her the one from next year, and then once I get the ones from this year, that will go out. So I told her that I had already done her protection spell. It's not quite finished yet. Like every week until like the next full moon, I will add stuff to it, and to kind of keep the energy of it done. And therefore that will be like done every full moon. It just pains me, and it upset my sister-in-law too when I told her. She was not very happy. that my sister's boyfriend is not treating my daughter right. And I think my sister is kind of oblivious to it. And my friend Megan did just to validate and confirm what I've already known. And this is what before yesterday, when she asked me to do a reading on him, or no, I told her that I would, my daughter, and she and when I came up with the day before, yeah, it was the day before yesterday, was that he is very dark. There are secrets that he is hiding. And it's funny because she got both the sun and the moon, and they're like the polar opposites of each other. But on the sun aspect, there is that of, I guess it would be called euphoria, not completely being aware of the person that she is with, and in the process of getting burned. And the moon kind of validated that mysterious, dark, brooding, calculating personality of his. So mine was not, I didn't have the moon. Mine was all directed, most of it was in reversed meaning. So, and the one card that stood out to me the most was the future card. Well, in this present, it wasn't like a past, present, and future. It was just to see his personality, and it just talked about how this person is calculative and cruel and brutal, and basically not someone to be trusted. And then I went with Megan, and I told her, and I gave her my question. I said, I need to know exactly what kind of person my sister has gotten involved with. And I basically kind of gave her the rundown of, why I need to know this. And I said, my oldest daughter is around this person, and I want to make sure that my daughter is safe. And so she pulled her cards, and she emailed me the reading, and it just freaking spot on. Like, you cannot get any more in depth of basically what my reading had said. Hers was more directed towards what I was needing to know. And sometimes it's good to get a second opinion, because when you are, per se, involved in what is going on in a way, you got your emotions and your feelings can come out in the reading, and it's not, what is accurate. And so I like to get just to make sure that I'm on the right direction for this person and what this person is, what kind of person he is. Not very good. I mean, it was an excellent reading, but, I was hoping, for my sake and my daughter's sake, that I was wrong in the reading that I did. Just this once. Not really have I had a reading that has been wrong. I've had readings that have come to pass. And sometimes it's like days and sometimes it's like weeks, but it comes into the fold. So I was like, and even she said that she needs to leave this guy, that he's not exactly what he's caught. He's making everyone think he is. And when I told my sister this, my daughter this, she's like, yeah, right, that's not going to happen. She's not even listening to me, and that says something. And, in my mind, I was thinking, that's Kara in a nutshell. When it comes to these guys that she's dated, and she's like me. She has had a handful. She's had men that has treated her wrong, that's abused her, that's fucking assholes, and egotistical assholes nonetheless, that are pig-headed. And while on the other hand, when I realize that it's not going anywhere and that this person is not exactly what they said they was, it might take me time, but I do tend to get out of that relationship. And sometimes it don't even take months. Sometimes it takes a week for me to get a clear picture on this person. And so she's like, and in my heart I was saying, I am so sorry, baby girl, that she will not listen to you. But if she's not listening to my mom and dad, there's no way she's going to listen to a 17-year-old, because in her eyes, she's just 17. She don't know what she's talking about. But when you're an empath, let me make this clear. When you're an empath, it does not matter the age of the person. It is like we are radars. We know when something is not right. And we catch up on those little lies that nobody else is aware of. And we see it. We see the person for who they are. We feel it in the energy of it. And as much as I care about my sister, she has a darkness over her. And it's a very dark energy. And it is something that I cannot be around, because every time I'm around her, my fight or flight just takes over me, and I'm like, I can't deal with this person. Can't deal with her. I love her to death. Don't get me wrong. She is my sister. She is my blood. But there are some people in your life that are so negative, and that is exactly what they attract. They attract the darkness, because there is no light. There is no balance. There is just chaos and imbalance. And that is her. I mean, when it comes to men, and that's why I stay single, because I know my track record is like horrific. And I don't want to attract that kind of person for my youngest daughter. And I strongly believe that there is somebody out there for me, but as long as I go looking for this person, I'm going to attract the wrong kind of person. And I don't want to put my daughter through that. And, and I wish my sister can open up her eyes, use the intuition, because everyone has intuition. Everyone has some sort of gift or ability. it might be dulled to a point, but use that gift that was given to you, that intuition, that inner voice, that higher self that says this is not the person for you. They're not who they say they are. And this wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have had to protect my daughter, Ariana, and I wouldn't have been pissed at my sister for not seeing this person for who they are, really for who they are, and not being blinded. And I wouldn't feel like my daughter's safety is in jeopardy, and I don't want her to feel like she's not safe in her own home, or in her dad's home, or in her mom's home. And I say that because though she is my daughter, my parents brought her up and raised her, so therefore, that's mom and dad, and I'm okay with that. For the longest time I wasn't okay with that, but I dealt with that in the shadow work that I was doing, and I realized that was my ego, and my ego was hurt, because I did bring her into life, but they are taking care of what they're supposed to be taking care of her and whatnot. But it all boils down to this: if you are taking care and you are in care of, it doesn't matter if the child is 17 or 3 or 6 or anything in between that. Your job is to make sure that that child is taken care of, that child feels safe, and protected and whatnot. And when that is not happening, you're not doing your job. You're thinking selfishly about you. And let me tell you, this is what I think would happen if I had stayed and had her, and I had a guy like that. My mom and dad would freaking call the fucking CPS on me in a New York minute, because she would not feel safe. And therefore I feel like this is something that really needs to be addressed with them and with her, is this guy. And they need to make her think, because she's not thinking. She's not. And they need her to really grasp the concept of the severity of the consequences that this person will have on the family. I mean, they already can't stand him. That speaks volumes. If your parents can't stand the person that you're with, they're going to make that person's life a living hell. Ooh, and there was a shadow come across my my little hallway by where all that junk is. So it's like, don't think you want. Don't get me wrong. I want my sister to be happy, but I want her to be happy with the right person, with the one that she is meant to be with, not the one that, is going to treat her wrong and treat my daughter wrong and make friction upon the family, because the family is already split up because I'm not around them. And that was my choice this time because of what had happened in the past. I was like, okay, this ain't gonna work. And I flat out told my mom, I told my sister actually, this is it. You will be lucky if you ever see her again. And I might bend on that because my father is still sick and I want Morgana to at least have some, try not living with them. Fuck that, no. No. I like my space. I like having my own area. My house is a wreck right now because I don't have a vacuum cleaner. And I have too many clothes for my daughter and me and not enough room to put them in. And I know if my sister found out that I had done a protection spell for Ariana, I probably would not hear the end of it. But then I would speak up. And I would be like, look, she came to me because you're not listening to her and you're probably not listening to mom. And dad is shut off because he knows it does no good. But I'm not going to shut up because I left her in your care. You are not thinking about her. One thing. That's a no-no on my hand. I said, do you wonder why I don't have a boyfriend? Because I know the man that I will attract. And I'm firmly a believer in that there is somebody out there for me, but I'm not going to go looking. Because every time I look, I think that's the right one, and it's not. And I don't want my daughter to see me go through man like crazy. And I'll be like, this dude is not good, Kara. And I mean, seriously. I have not once have seen you in all the life that we have lived together and been sisters. Seen you get so fucking shit-faced that you do not know what you're doing. And that you're supposedly aunt or whatever you were to her, she had to freaking help you make a bed and everything. And then the asinine asshole that you're with, the egotistical, manipulative SOB, and I say this because I am livid to the extreme. I am fucking livid that he got pissy because the bed was not made the way that he wanted it to be made.